Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to Essentially Dacob. Let's talk perfumes. Today we're going to be talking Sauvage by Christian Dior. Oh, the smell of Johnny Depp. Oh yes, baby. What are we going to talk about? Why Sauvage? I've reviewed Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, the pure perfume. Well, since the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial has been going on, there are some interesting stats to talk about when it comes to this perfume. And money. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob all spelled together, for extra perks. Thank you to my patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream on my main Super Dacob channel every Saturday, and you're all welcome to join all the live chats. Cue in the chats. Hello, darlings. Listen, I was kind of shocked to hear the news that apparently, and everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, just my opinion, not rooted in facts or reality, allegedly everything. But I've heard that the stats show that every 3 seconds, a bottle of Sauvage sells. And this since January 2022. Now, obviously, during the trial, these numbers went even up. And I've been to several perfumeries, you know, all over the place while I'm traveling. And most of them are sold out of Sauvage. Either they're sold out of the elixir or they're sold out of the Eau de Toilette. Some of them have the Eau de Parfum. But it's kind of shocking to me. I was like, well, hold on. Really? So if it was 3 seconds, every 3 seconds a bottle back in January, now it's like, what, every second? And you know how Chanel used to always say a bottle of Chanel No. 5 is sold every second in the world. Well, it seems like Sauvage is coming really close. And now that there's the hashtag Justice for Johnny Depp going on, people are buying even more Sauvage than they were before. And Dior, unlike all other brands and, you know, film studios, Disney, you know, didn't want to work with Johnny anymore because of all of the abuse allegations. Warner Brothers dropped Johnny from Fantastical Beasts, the Harry Potter franchise. But Dior, they stood by Johnny. They did not let him go. They're like, oh, hell no. We're going to stick with Johnny. Johnny brings in the good money. And boy, was Dior clever to not drop Johnny. Because this little liquid here, you can like it or hate it, but it's been a golden goose for Dior. I wonder if Johnny Depp receives a percentage of proceeds, or if he just received a payout for the advertisement campaign, or if he received a payout with an added bonus if these sell more than, you know, some stipulated number. Shall we? Oh God, I'm gonna regret this. This is for you, Johnny. Oof, cha. Man, it's intense. Why did I do it 3 times? I'm such an idiot. I always spray it. I have this tendency of overspraying everything. I'm like, no, Dacob, with Sauvage, just do 1 spritz. And I did 3, and I overdid it. But anyway, so child, let me tell you. Hold on. I mean, so what this tells us. First of all, I gotta say, I was never a fan of François Demachy for Dior as perfume director. But you gotta hand it to Demachy. He really delivered something that struck the chord of the times. Every man out there wants, almost every man out there wants Sauvage in their perfume wardrobe. They just do. And I respect Sauvage for that because it really struck the chord of the times. And Demachy, I feel, did a lot of bad stuff for Dior perfumes. But this was a genius move. He did something that really sells. It smells great to a lot of people and it really sells. So I can say, you know, I'm really happy for Johnny that at least in the public opinion or the court of public opinion, his redemption has come. People believe him. The public is totally on his side. the mega pint, mega trending justice for Johnny Depp is a huge thing. And I think, I mean, any studio, any major studio, Warner Brothers or Disney, would be crazy not to beg him to come back and do a movie with them right now when he's at the top of the world. Whether or not he's going to want to go back to Disney is another story, because he said he wouldn't accept, no matter what offer they made, he would not want to go back to them. I wonder if he's changing his mind now that the whole world is loving him again. So that's something to consider. Now, when it comes to Sauvage and Johnny Depp, what do you guys think? Because, so Johnny has been the face of Sauvage since Sauvage was launched back in, I want to say 2013. When did they launch Sauvage? I don't know. I think they launched Sauvage 2013 or 2015. I'm looking through my data here. But somebody did a calculation saying if they sell a bottle of Sauvage every 3 seconds and a bottle costs you $160, well, not that much, depending how big the bottle is and what concentration you buy, but let's say average of $160, that would be over $4.5 million a day in sales. If you sell a bottle of $160 Sauvage every 3 seconds, that's $4.5 million every day that Dior is earning just on Sauvage sales alone. Let that sink in. And let the calculation be wrong. Let it be $100 instead of $160. Doesn't matter. Let it be $3.5 million instead of $4.5. That's $3.5 million a day. Every day, 7 days a week. Hallelujah. 2015. Okay, so it launched in 2015. And since 2015, Johnny Depp has been the face of Sauvage. He has been the face of the OG Sauvage, which was Eau de Toilette. Then he was the face of the Eau de Parfum. Then he was the face of the Parfum. And now he's the face of the Elixir. In my collection, I have the first 3 formulations of Eau Sauvage. I have the Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, and Parfum. I have reviewed all 3 of them, so be sure to check out those reviews. I do not own a bottle of the Elixir. I mean, it is kind of the last product that Demachy released for Sauvage before he retired. Now, well, now that Francis Kurjan has become the artistic director of Dior Perfumes, I couldn't help but wonder, is he going to give us a new rendition of Sauvage? Is he going to reformulate Sauvage? Or is Francis going to take up this challenge and try to outdo Demachy and create an even more popular male fragrance for the house of Dior? Will Francis Demachy, oh my God, that's a weird mix of the two. Will Francis Kurjan even be allowed to, by LVMH, to ponder developing a new male fragrance in the next 10 years? Because Sauvage is still kicking strong. I don't think Dior wants to diminish the popularity of Sauvage by the release of another male fragrance, by the release of another standalone, not flanker male fragrance. I wonder. Francis Kurjan, come on, honey, let us know what's in the pipeline, what's in the woodworks. Are you allowed to develop a new male fragrance for Dior, or must you still kind of stay in the shadows of Demachy's Sauvage for the next couple of years, as long as this baby is selling like hotcakes? Question mark. And I would love to know from you guys your thoughts and opinions on the subject matter as well. So in the comment section down below, but also now in the live chats, Prof. Mem says, Sauvage should not have shared a name to tarnish the beautiful classic Eau Sauvage. I agree, but at the same time, you know, Demachy loves to do this type of shit. You know, Demachy did the same for Dior Homme. He had to, there was one Dior Homme and he had to change that and do his version of Dior Homme, which is terrible. And he had to kind of poop on Olivier Polge's Dior Homme, which is now called Dior Homme Original, and the other one is Dior. So Demachy used to do these sneaky things. Carrie Bradshaw in the house, we couldn't help but wonder, right? Not just me, Carrie, all of us. Only for the fall winter, it's beastie, says Tina. Right? This thing is. Edu says yes. He will launch Baccarat Rouge Sauvage, says Edu comment. Oh my God, the shade of this comment, Live and Ferret. I hope he doesn't though, because I love you, Francis. I love Le Mal. I love Au Noir. I love Cologne Blanche, but Baccarat Rouge, it ain't it for me. Just for me, it ain't it. Perfume says, "Oh my God, the sacrilege with the Dior Homme reformulation, right? And having the audacity to just kind of poop on the original and like make your own trashy formula of it and call it the same name." A travesty. What a so disrespectful also to the original perfumer, quite frankly. I'm so glad that Demachy is retired. Finally, we're rid of him. Foxy Newfie says, it needs a name change big time. So offensive. Blonde and Chatty says, or one called Triumphant. Ryan says, make a slight change to Sauvage and call it Sausage. Well, that's an idea. That's an idea for you, Mr. Well, that's an idea for you, LVMH/Dior, but also Francis. Well, what a way to kind of deliver a pun, you know, and to rub it in to Demachy. Call it Sausage. Let me know your thoughts in the comment sections down below. And also, are you Team Depp or Team Heard? Never forget to never give up on love. Subscribe.